Namaste. As you all know, we always start with the prayer. Like yesterday, I started wishing you traditionally the morning to the student. Pratakala Pranamo Chete Pratakala Sandhyakala Ushakala Udayakala Manasantar Bhavaye Pranamo Chete My early morning my transcending periods of transformation, early sunrays that warm the planet, Ushakala, the rays that illumine the world, dispel the darkness. The world at once shines, Udayakala. Salutations to you, Bhava Pranamo Chete Uchyate. You are so great, like that Everest, like that Kailash. I adore you, because of you I exist. I'm too small, I'm transcending, I'm transforming. I'm too small, you're too great. Good and bad, what you are, no way. There is always a good or bad, but there is no person that's bad. All of us, you, all of you, everything around us is all that manifestation of Supreme Absolute. You are absolute. You are different from what is good or bad in you. All I see in you But as you are infinite, great, effulgent, all pervading, that's why it's pleasant to greet you all every morning. That is the literal meaning of when I say Pratah Kala, Sandhya Kala, Udaya Kala, and when I say Ushat Kala, Udaya Kala, the 5 periods of the transcending time from darkness to the illumination. Even in the meditation, you have to go through 5 stages. And other day in my daughter's blog, you must have seen what are the Ghata Avastha, because in yoga, this body is compared with a Ghata, who is great. Pranamochete. You know what is Uchyate? Uchyate is not Prochate, saying that. Uchyate means, I can't reach you. It is simple, it is I can't reach you. Because it is infinite. Infinite has maybe nth term, but this is a zero. So when you say zero entropy, so it is beyond an infinite, because consciousness itself is a infinite. So when you go beyond consciousness, only comes, so you can't say it is, there is no measurement called finite or infinite over there, because it is absolute. It is, that's why it is referred as a zero or a purna, complete, O. So I love in the West, they won't call zero, they call O. So that's the right pronunciation. There are some things fascinating the way the world pronounces, so they don't pronounce, so zero, so you pronounce it as a O. Yes, it's always a yogi who experienced, so the absolute is always O, Om, O. That is incredible, I tell you. So whoever is saying, when you are giving your telephone number, oh, you say that. I see in the West many they don't use zero. Of course, in India we use zero because it is invented in India. And O is, so the way to reach O is zero. And of course, you are working towards reaching, so O sincerely, that's why you can as well say. If we consider we are at the zero level, that is only the way we reach zero level. And the only way to reach zero level is to go to the zero. So if we think I have something, I am something, then that's not zero level. Zero means there is no value assigned to it. There is no value assigned to it. Any value assigned to it, bad or good, it is not a zero. Zero means, always remember, once you are zero, you are the most happiest, the most powerful. No one can reach you. You are O. Understand? The power of zero is 0 and 1, so singularity and zero entropy. So first you reach I, O, not O-I, no one says. Any instrumentation engineer, any electronics engineer making automation in any industry, an industry which runs completely automated, so they don't use O-I, they use I-O, input and output. So when your input is completely in your control, so output is in your control. So when your input is good, output is good. The one who has reached a absolute input, a absolute output comes. So I becomes equal to O. Whatever the I is right now, O. All our suffering is I is not good. I means, you can say I, ego. Or you can say one, singularity. Everything is there in that only. Even in Sanskrit also, I am. I. So I, oh, it is all about that. And that's the first prayer to you. Every morning I'm supposed to, all of us we should greet, oh my God, oh husband, oh wife, oh children, pranamochyate. So tat pranamami, tat means, takshanam, we say. Takshanam means, so tat means this. Sometimes it indicates the moment, time. It's not the time, it is the present. Takshanam means right now, in this moment, in this moment. Because I am greeting you, I am seeing you, all my greeting is always the one. I live in the present, I am greeting you in the present. That's why, if you only greet in the present moment, if you only live in the present, so I am not judged. That's why I said there is no bad or good. You are a Brahman, it's called, or you are a Holy Spirit, each one of us. Or you are Allah if you are a Muslim. If you are a Christian, you are a Holy Spirit yourself. And if you are a Hindu, you are a Parabrahma. If you are a Jain, Brahma Nirvana or Buddhist, whatever you call. So there is no assigning the value at all. So, takshanam, tat pranamami, tat pranamami, tat parinamat, atha yogana shasanam. In this moment, if you only live it, the only way you can transform, you can change a person. Yogi always lives in this moment. Tat pranamami, I am adoring you. In this moment, there is no good or bad. Because there is no past, there is no future. Good or bad means past, future. Tat means present. In this moment, I always say, tat pranamami. No one is a sin. No one is a sinner, understand, first of all. There is a sin, there is a good, bad. That are all labeling we do for our own convenience, if you really say. And we label to get disturbed ourselves and to get churned up ourselves. Labeling, it won't cause any problem for the other, definitely damages others. But first it damages you, any labeling, understand. Any labeling is not good. It pinches your mind. That's why there is no label. Good or bad label, it only starts when we don't live in the present moment. Tat pranamochyate. So you are incredible. All of us, the entire manifestation is incredible. Don't you think so? The way electrons move, the way the planets move, the way the galaxies form, the way black holes function, the way the stars born, die. Everything at a huge level at the manifestation. What are we? Where are we? Everything is source. Every day we see sunshine. Our moon missions fail, our Mars missions fail. So something goes wrong every day we can see. Whatever we created, we see so many accidents you see on the roads every day. We are talking about COVID-19. I think the number of the deaths that occurred due to the road accidents in the world, if you take, I don't know. So that might be little less than World War II, or World War I together, the number of the deaths. So number of accidents. Why number of accidents on the roads? Because the human created vehicles, it is the humans. We say perfection, and we say human perfection, civilization, our control, our smartness, our intelligence. The number of accidents, the number of deaths in the accidents indicate, if, just consider, if this entire universe, all the parallel universes, are only creation of you and me, if such accidents are happening at the universal scale like this, every day the number of accidents occur in the world, every day. If that is the way accidents happen all around you, do you think we exist? So who is great? And in spite of rules, regulations, are there no traffic rules in the world? Are there no speed limits in the world? Are there no zebra lines in the world? We created all rules, we created all the best. Do you think your car doesn't have all those safety equipment what it's supposed to have? If it doesn't have, you will file, you sue that company. And it seems there is some problem with some Volkswagen car in America, with some airbag system. They claimed something. That company is sued for billions of dollars. But those with the, there is some claim, but let us consider your car with airbags. So is it that it will prevent accident? No. Isn't it? So, at the larger scale, the manifestation, how come we are so ignorant what a perfection exists in and around us? And how come we think we are perfect? And how come we have this ego so-called, I am great? How come we feel, as an individual in this world? So just I am giving you an example. Even in your own house, whatever you created, your laptop, your mobile phone, your own mind, your own body is not in our control. Your leg will not bend. When I tell you to do Ardha Machiyanri Asana, like turn, twist like this, it won't bend you. Isn't it? So many things happen, difficult. So, but at the universal scale, everything happens with so much of precision. We are only unprecised. So all our mission to become a human is to understand, because the animal is simply respecting the laws of nature, it is not making any choice, it is not questioning the God existence. That is the most vulnerable, not most vulnerable, that is like a child, and absolutely accepts the world, whatever the way it is. Because child is a primitive, so child doesn't nurture any intelligence yet. He is born intelligence, he is born, so that's all that drives him like any animal, any pet. So when it is born, you can see our child and any newly born or even grown up pet, so they behave in the same way. But as a child grows, and what's growing is intellect, intelligence is growing. For that animal it is limited, it's not growing, that's only the difference. But when we are born, we are the same as animal. When animal is born, same, the instincts, the emotion, the expressions. You can see a puppy born, a chick born, and you can see the way it behaves exactly the same way in a newborn species. But as we grow, when we grow means we grow. We are growing means as a human means our intellect, our intelligence. Why we are grown? It is not to question, but to accept. Because every animal is accepting. So we need to appreciate. A human can appreciate, an animal can't appreciate. Its world is too small to understand about its existence around it. But we can appreciate what exists, what planes of consciousness we can appreciate, we can express our gratitude. And not only that, once you start appreciating what exists in you, and you start, oh my God, the outside perfection is far excelling what perfection the nature provides, is a far, far, far superior. Then you want to join that perfection, isn't it? Oh my God, this human birth is to understand what perfection is existing here. Oh, I never realized as a monkey, I never realized it as a peacock, I never realized as a dog, I never realized as a gorilla, but now I can understand a dark energy, dark matter, a Homo sapient, a gorilla, a Lucy could not understand. But now, the more we develop, we understand. Understanding means what? More respect, more reverence to become perfect, isn't it? What is the perfection beyond the perfection that is pervading around us? That is at a magnanimous scale, at a huge scale, that is operating the universes and the planets, stars, galaxies, electron, a small hydrogen atom to, a periodic table, undiscovered element, say 140th element, whose lifespan is going to be very small. What a manifestation, what a perfection exists around us. And how? So when you start understanding this, you want to become a part of imperfection and a part of perfection. Our journey all through is to become a part of perfection. This is what a yogi has done. This is what a Jesus has done. This is what a monk has done. Oh my God, my purpose of born is just to understand, because in no other body, and I could understand, no other software is equipped, but now with this software and this hardware enabled me to understand what exists around me. Sarvam kalvidam brahma, atmanam sarva bhutanam. All 108 Upanishads, they have one, Mula Mantra, Tattvamasi, I am Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, so, and called Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Kalvidham Brahma, Atmanam Sarva Bhutanam. These are, what are these sentences? These sentences, each Upanishad has one Mula Mantra, root mantra. Each Upanishad, 108 Upanishads. So some Upanishads, first Upanishads are only 8, then they became 10, then they became 12. And then now we have 108, because later on. So Vaishnavite Upanishads different and Shaivite Upanishads different. Before that there is no Vaishnavite, Shaivite. It's all Brahman. But as evolved or devolved, doesn't matter. But right now, as on date, we have 108 Upanishads. Had entire Vedanta existing, these 108 Upanishads would not exist, only 8 Upanishads exist. As the Brahmana Samhitas vanished, many of the limbs of the Veda, the wisdom vanished, and knowledge is added, even to the Vedanta. Vedanta means the summa bonum, it is a summary to end entire suffering of all the big compendiums. Again in Vedanta, Upanishads, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. So in this, Mimamsa means which has to be practiced, tarka, which has to be learned from a guru, questioning, answering. This is Mimamsa. All, as I told you other day, doubt. We are born doubt. What is born? First doubt is born, then we are born. So that is called Mimamsa. So a guru removes your Mimamsa. That's what is called Mimamsa. Mimamsa means what? Right now our thinking is reptilian. We are like a carnivores. Though you are a herbivore, but when you have anger, you become a carnivore. When you have fear, and we become a carnivore. When we become, any negative emotion makes us carnivore. That's why by default, we are only a mamsa. We are only a non-vegetarian by emotions. It is not what you eat, a vegetarian, non-vegetarian. It is all about output, it is not about the input. Your output is right now as a carnivore. When that aggressiveness of the carnivore goes away. Do you think deer is aggressive or tiger is aggressive? Do you think a lion is aggressive or, so a rabbit is aggressive? You understand? What is a carnivore? What is a herbivore? And you can see when a lion or when A tiger, you can see when it opens its claws, when it opens its teeth, and when it's open, and when it opens its hair, when it is running, the ferociousness, aggressiveness, it is not input. Input doesn't matter. Output decides the quality of the input. Input has no meaning. Input purpose is only for the output. Entire industry, the purpose is output, not the input. The input is meant for only output. Input has no meaning if there is no output. We are worried about, if I am a vegetarian, I am a non-vegetarian, you are not worried about output. How am I behaving? Am I behaving like a herbivore? Am I behaving like carnivore? The question is that. Mamsa, me mamsa. The one who makes you understand you about a carnivore, or whether your transformation from a carnivore to the herbivore, and to go beyond. What is born? Herbs are born first, or plant life is born first, or the animal life is born first. What is born is herbs are born first, then herbivores are born. Understand? Isn't it? A fish, small fish eats only herbs, algae, super algae. Even today those species are surviving. So what is born? First is, life is born as herbs, is born this planet. If there are no herbs, where are the carnivores, tell me? Where are the carnivores? Whether carnivores are born first or herbs born first? Whether human born first or whether nature born first? Whether bacteria or virus born first or whether herbs born first? Herbs born first. So it is all about. But then in between we became all this evolution. Output is called when it becomes completely like a herbivore. Right now, the aggressive emotion. Me mamsa means the one who makes you realize, hey, my dear, you see, we are supposed to be. Herbivore means very calm, the one who lives with the nature, very closely, directly. A rabbit is directly feeding upon life, close to the reality of the life, most primitive life, the most primitive life. Most primitive is singularity. So, the veganism, or to be a herbivore, or sattvic, your output is called sattvic, your output is called rajasic or tamasic. It is all about output, not about input. So first, the transformation in you is, that indicates, so as I told you just now, explain, first is algae is born. Is it algae first born? No, the nature is born, environment is born. Is it environment or atmosphere born? How is the atmosphere born? Because of the ionosphere, atmosphere is born. And how the ionosphere is born? Because of the troposphere. And how that is formed? Because of dust outside, universal dust. Vortexes of the dust forms a planet. Now, just 1 week back in the astronomy, so they are finding, now a planet is forming. First time, now the astronomers found how the planet forms. Now they understand how this earth formed. Do you know what they found? The dust is spiraling dust, in the vortex of the dust, high speed dust, and moving speed. And now it will move, it becomes denser, the dust is getting concentrated. You know how the centrifuge works? What is a centrifuge? Centrifuge is the process of separation of lighter element to heavier element. At what is left out? A solid element is formed. So A vortex is created. So the dust, as it moves, the center part of the dust is becoming solid. And the layers formed, and then the planet is formed.